Hey, what's up?
What's up, man? Dude, I loved those Last of Us, the ones we watched last time. It was fucking badass. And I doubted there was a third one, but there is. So,
Another one.
another one, brother. Iron Horse Cinema. And just the last ones were freaking bangers. And I just want to go right into it, man. Boom.
Sure.
I think this is the first time we're getting like a sort of intro into it.
Yeah.
The times it just kind of starts. I think it's a good choice to have them be showing the stuff in like flashback form. I think they should have just gone right into the next part, essentially.
Well, I was wondering when the time difference was from the first part to the third part, because it would be a nice recap for those who maybe were like, "Oh, yeah, you're right. This happened." So,
Right, I got you. I think it was maybe a year after the other one. I think they were all filmed around the same time and then released at different times. I think
Oh, okay.
that's how that worked. But
She kind of looks like Smeagol right there.
did you say she looks like Smeagol?
Yeah.
A little bit. See, a little bit.
Expecting the precious.
Of course.
Sorry about the rough entry. The guard that
Or they're going to the end ish.
Yeah, that's what it feels like.
Okay. Interesting choice. Yeah, I guess this is where they're going with that. Okay.
know who you are.
And Ellie?
She's all right. They brought her back. I lost most of my crew crossing the country. I pretty much lost everything.
I don't like her delivery right now. It just sounds very. I know she's trying to go for dramatic, but it sounds stilted to me.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, I am stopping to give pause, essentially, is what it sounds like. But
You can't. She's being prepped for surgery.
What the hell you mean surgery?
The doctors tell me the cordyceps, the growth inside her somehow mutated.
Then find someone else.
There is no one else.
I mean, technically, if that's their theory here, I mean, technically, there would probably be other candidates that would come up at some point. You would think that would have a immunity to the cordyceps.
Maybe.
Like, if it's like a mutation kind of thing, because it's kind of what happens with our bodies anyway. Like, whenever there's any disease, our bodies kind of adapt to deal with them, and as well as the diseases adapting to deal with our antibodies to adapting to them and stuff.
Right, and also, how many surgeries nowadays do they take open a piece of your head to, like, relieve pressure? Like, couldn't they just go in and scrape some off and not kill you?
You'd think, but they make it sound like they need to get a specific part of the cordyceps, is what I'm assuming. That's what I'm assuming, like it more roots in. But again, if it hasn't affected her very much, yeah, I'm trying to imagine what it looks like, but I'm not sure what it would look like for Ellie, because she's not like super. She has it, but she's not really infected, really. So it's a little different than the other ones. But I don't know.
Listen, you're gonna take me to it right now. I don't give a shit what you. Oh!
Stop.
I don't know, just the timing with her. She should be on the Ahsoka show right now, is what it feels like to me. She's like, stop, like after like if it's seconds fully gone by.
Do it.
Yeah, just totally off tempo or something.
I knew her since she was born.
Okay, so that's the one thing. I know her character being kind of a bitch, I think, is supposed to be her character, right? Like,
yeah.
Okay, good. So, like, in general, I kind of hate the ones that like try to always, my scars are worse than yours, but she's supposed to not be one that we're rooting for, really, right? So
Yeah, but
I guess that's okay, but it still is kind of annoying to hear. That's like,
yeah.
stupid bitch, but we haven't seen her trials, but we've seen Joel's, so it's kind of
I'm
like
not wondering if she's trying to fake an American accent
maybe
because she was like boy and
that could explain why there's pauses and why she's like trying to focus on the speech.
yeah.
Maybe.
Promised her mother I'd look after her.
Then why are you letting this happen?
Because this isn't about me. Or even her.
What if you actually did again have a cure? How would you really use it? Like,
Right.
what would you really be? Would you be like, hey, free for everyone at all, anyone ever? Or yeah, gonna be a little different than
Yeah.
the imaginary version that they think it would be. Or
Free
something.
for you, not free for you, definitely not free for you. Yeah.
Let's charge you taxes,
Exactly.
vaccine tax and whatever. Oh, your food rations
We're
are
out
cut.
of it. Sorry.
Yep. Oops. I gotta get some later. Yeah. But you see, that's the thing too. Like I'm seeing it as like, let's say that they have a successful vaccine, and then a few years later, the cordyceps adapt to deal with the vaccine and mutate itself to maybe not be the same as it was before, but still find a way to infect humans at some point. Like that's what happens with medicine in general. They're constantly making the changes to medicines because our bodies adapt to the stuff in there and our body rejects it sometimes. Like that's a constant thing. It's like I don't know if there'd ever be a one-time cure forever for this type of thing, but the idea is interesting. So how do you think they're going to do the fight scene here? Do you think they're going to do it like they did in the show or like they do in the game? Or somewhere in the middle?
I think it's gonna be more like the TV show. Cause that was one of the better parts of that series for me.
Oh my gosh, yeah, they might. I'm trying to see if they would do that too, sort of like a montage, or I don't know. It's a fan film, but they've done pretty good on it. I really don't know what they'd do. I've only seen the two options, so maybe this will present a new one, or it'll follow in step
Yeah.
with those.
Get up. I said get up.
Move. Fucking move.
Dude, you're walking an old man. Chill.
I said move! Where is she? I ain't got time for this shit. Where is she?
Double tap.
Yeah, kill me. Yeah.
I'm coming, honey. First floor, let's go!
Get them fuckers.
You okay? Yeah, I'm good, man. Go get him.
Ow, shit.
Nice.
That guy's kind of big. All right. So,
This is a very Naughty Dog thing
how so?
because in a lot of the Uncharted, well, in all the Uncharted games, which is by Naughty Dog, and if I do recall, like some of the there, it isn't a trope used much by The Last of Us, but in other Naughty Dog properties, there's often a big guy with a heavy armor and heavy gun that comes through, and you have to find a way to get him, but you can't get him. You
gotta
have
use
to
the
use your
environment, or you gotta get him
surroundings.
into a certain spot, or
Exactly. Blow him up with a grenade. Do something
they
like
can't bullets. Shoot him with 1,000 bullets, won't do nothing. Gotta
exactly.
might slow him
So
down at best, but not gonna kill him.
right.
Are they implying he's got a little infection on his face right there?
Yeah.
There's scars. Let's see if I can get a better screenshot.
Hmm.
I don't know.
Got
He's got
that
some shit off his face.
got that elf ear going on.
Eye looks a little weird. Little mutation, perhaps. A
Yeah.
little bit. Maybe.
You're infected. What are you? The future.
Are they going the super soldier route with this?
Guess it could.
Fuck the future.
I think that fuck the future kind of sums Joel up at the end of the day. It's like, like I'm not doing all of this for everyone else in the future. Doing it for me and the people I like. Okay? Like, that's Joel with that.
Yeah.
You can't save her. Even if you got her out of here, how long before she gets torn apart by a pack of clickers? Oh, it.
I think you're right. I think she is like English, and she's or British or something, and she's like trying to speak with an
Yeah.
American tone, and so every word has to be different. I think that does make sense, because I know some British voice actors that, like when they say like something with an at the end, they end up saying all the time. Like, wouldn't it be America? It'd be America or something. Like they roll they have R's on the end of words, and that probably the same with some other stuff. And so it's like yeah, they have to like try to stop themselves short from saying the just say the my guess. I mean, honestly, if she believed in her cause that much, I think she probably should have just shot Joel
Yeah.
right there, and just done whatever to do to Ellie, because it's this fuck up that makes it not happen. So
Pretty much.
yeah.
Please. You can let me go, please.
You'll just go after her.
Yeah,
Smoked.
kill that bitch.
Duster.
Come on.
Wait.
Back in Boston, back when I was bitten. First Riley, and then Tess, and then Sam.
None of that's on you.
No, you don't understand.
Ellie, I struggled a long time with surviving. But no matter what, you keep finding something to fight for.
So whoops. Now stay tuned for The Last of Us 2. So we continue the adventures with Joel and Ellie for the whole game.
What are you doing?
I think it's about time you learn how to swim.
Yeah.
It's handy in the apocalypse. Do they have any type of super soldier angle in the game
No.
like that? Okay.
No.
I'm not against it entirely, but that is kind of tropey for zombie
It's
stuff
weird.
to have that. Yeah. A little. Let me see. what this has here. So, yeah, an Iron Horse production based on the game. Yeah, I was seeing if they had any reason why they chose to just go right to the end. I'm assuming that they wanted to do more, but maybe realized they had a shorter time frame and couldn't. And so instead of filming any of the Sam and Henry stuff and the rest of the things that happened, they just kind of jump forward to have an ending so that they have like a full trilogy. That's my guess.
Possibly.
That's my guess.
It could just
'Cause-
be yeah, it could just be easier to if you look at the framing of where it all takes place, it's pretty closed. You're just in one abandoned building pretty much and out in the woods. So
True.
there's not a
It'd be
whole
hard
lot
to have
of
a whole nother location for
yeah.
having if they were to show them at the town with the brother, and if they were to show Cannibal Town, and if they were to show the Henry Town overrun with everything and all that. Yeah, that'll be kind of tough to do for a fan film. So keeping it to the building location in different spots to shoot, yeah, it's probably a better idea. Especially if again if they had a time frame to work with for all
Yeah.
that. I mean, technically they have like a movie's length worth of stuff shot. So that's good. I mean, total between the three parts there. So they do have like a full feature film story, essentially.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, that one was fine. I think that was the weakest of the three, though, in terms of just, I don't know what they were able to do. And this one was fine. The action scenes were creative for it,
Yeah.
and gory, messy for it. Nice, but
Minus the super soldier, the action was on par with the game. I mean, nothing it wasn't anything like super different or extravagant. It was just something there. So I mean, it was
yeah.
kind of in line. So
I guess with me, I would have preferred that by the time he got to the end of fighting all the guys, that he was a lot more exhausted. A little. That's just something I like to see is like the fatigue setting in with it, especially
Right.
with how old he is and how much he's already gone through, and he plowed through all these guys. Like if that took a lot out of him, but he seemed pretty good by the end. But they do that in the show too, and I assume in the game, like he's pretty okay by the end. But yeah, I mean, yeah, that one was fine. It just, I guess, I wanted to see more of the actress too. Wanted to see them doing the stuff with Sam and Henry. Would have been fun, I guess, and whatnot for it. Yeah, this one wasn't bad. It's just the other ones felt like there was more to them, even if they were shorter.
yeah,
Like,
and I mean they could have gotten away with doing if location was a problem, you
mhm,
could have gotten away with doing like other parts of the story, like the whole Bill interaction. You could have used like a an old graveyard pretty much. I mean,
yeah,
a old graveyard church and maybe the building that they were just in because you could have shot in a different area
true.
and
I mean,
said that it was the
maybe they
school.
couldn't find a graveyard where it was chill enough. Maybe like
Yeah,
sometimes graveyard locations aren't the most quiet, even surprisingly, depending on where they are in the city
right.
and whatnot. But
True.
I guess it could be this too for me. Like in the show, I didn't really like it as much. What happened? I feel like I like the thought process with the conundrum, the whole question. Do we sacrifice this girl or not? Do we try to better mankind or not? And what the people that are in the situation are going to do. I like that. I don't necessarily like how it seems to play out in all these versions, though, necessarily. Up until I like when it's again when it's him and the doctor and her. That's the final thing here to commit. You have a chance to still turn back at that point, and he chooses to commit. Nope, saving her. Like
Hmm.
after that point, I'm just kind of like, yeah, I like it's good that you're showing the stuff, but I'm not as interested anymore after that.
Yeah.
I'm just like, okay, yep, that's the end of the majority of the stuff for it, and we're just kind of riding out till it's over, pretty much. But I don't know what I'd do to really change it or improve it with that. It just might be my taste by the end.
Yeah. Yeah, I kind of agree. There's like you said there's a lot going on in filming, whether it be like location, getting permits to be outside and certain things. So,
Yeah,
you know, I don't know. I'm not a filmmaker, so I don't know.
Yeah, the super soldier thing. I guess the reason why, like I thought it was okay at first, but now I think about it, and I actually don't like it even more, is because I guess it reminds me of Resident Evil, the movies, and then in like any other, there's always like super zombies that people, or like super people that everybody tries to make. It's just such a random trope to have in The Last of Us. It's
Yeah.
just kind of like, what? Like, I get it. I get how they could do that. I mean, they've done it in other films, but it just, yeah, that doesn't need to be here, especially in this one when they're wrapping this up, sort of a thing. Just like, I don't think we needed like a boss, really. Just fighting a couple guys is supposed to be threatening enough for a couple clickers. You know, they already had the bloater one in the last one. That was a funky little thing
Yeah.
to see on screen.
Yeah. I forgot about that one actually.
Threw a freaking fireball at him practically. That was fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I like the first two a lot. I like the first two a lot of this fan film series here. This one, again, not horrible, but no, I don't think I'll rewatch this one.
But hey, congratulations to them for making it and like
Yes,
spending
I'm
the
glad they
time.
made it, though. I'm glad they
And
made
you
it.
know, fan films are cool because sometimes it can give different perspective, and I like that.
Exactly. And they made this again like 10 years ago. So that's even
true.
more kudos to them for that, without having any of the current TV show influence or anything.
Right.
That's awesome. A couple years after the actual games were released, making that stuff, excellent.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't have that much more commentary on it. You got anything else you want to say as we wrap up?
No, nothing really stood out extra than
Yeah.
the super soldier thing was kind of weird, but we've already kind of delved into that.
I already got that. Yeah, it's rare to have ones where it's like there's just not enough to say. It's like, huh.
Yeah.
It's not that it was so amazing or so bad. It was so mid, I think. It's kind of where that one was, where it's like, there's nothing bad to comment on, but there's not much good to compliment it either. So
That girl's acting
kinda,
and the super soldier realistically were the two
yeah.
worst things of it.
Yeah, the acting, dude. If anybody's watching the Ahsoka show at all, they have like these long 2 or 3 second pauses between each couple of words, and it's just like, that's so just unnatural. And yeah, as she was pronouncing every word, it just sounded like she was really trying to speak English. And it's just like, yeah, something's up there. I think you called it on that one. But yeah, I think that finishes up our series on this.
Hey guys, Iron Horse Cinema here. We just had a really cool meeting talking about our new video game, Rigsby's Funtown Fact. Games take a long time. Unfortunately, they do, but it'll be worth the wait. And in honor of Last of Us Part 2 coming out, we're working on another Last of Us fan film. So check that out. And I'm really excited to play Joel again. It's one of the coolest characters I've ever played before.
More brutal kills, blood.
We're gonna be intense, baby.
Hey, we're also selling these cool Iron Horse Cinema t-shirts.
Okay, so it looks like they're gonna start making one at some point.
Sweet.
This was from 3 years ago, this video, though. So I'm not sure exactly how accurate it is to right now, to if they're actually currently making one or not, because I would think they'd be wrapping up by around now, especially since The Last of Us Part 2 game has been out for, 3 or 4 years now? And the show is out. So I'm not sure, because it says Last of Us Part 2, yeah. It says, we're excited to announce we'll be shooting another fan film for The Last of Us Part 2. We're also hard at work on another thing. Yeah, that was from 3 years ago. Did they have any other updates? I don't think so. They have other updates from things from a year ago about their little game thing, but nothing about The Last of Us right there. So I'm hoping that they do. Because they are good. Keep on making them, guys.
Yep.
With that, we'll see you later.